Hi, everyone. Hi, good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. My name is Regina Olakunle, and you're home to Regina Olakunle TV. Well, I just had to do this quick video because I'm a little tired, but we have to do what we have to do. And I had to do this video because of what I saw on social media. I believe it was yesterday. A lady was talking about some of the, governorship aspirants in Lagos State, and she was trying to put out the fact that some of them, well, I won't say the fact, she was just, some of them were assumptions about the aspirants, and I kind of disagree with some of those things that she said. So I want to plead with the electorate. The electorate is the people that will come out to vote, right? I want to plead with you guys to do the needful. And the needful is voting in the right candidates. Because the governorship election, that's like coming to the grassroots a little. That's kind of different from the presidential election. And on the 11th of March 2023, the Republic of Nigeria will be having their governorship election and the House of Representatives election in the 36 states. In 36 states, they're going to have elections on the 11th of March. The election is upcoming, so I'm talking about the Nigerian election, the coming election. And I want to plead with people. At this point, our job is to educate people about the election. I want to say that I am not into any party. I'm not into partisan politics. I'm not a politician. I am an observer. That's what I would call myself. And on this platform, I want us to know what is really going on so that people are, informed about the going on concerning this election, so that there will be no mistake. A lot of people would make a mistake of voting in a particular party because they are kind of close to the party, because the party is kind of popular. They don't really know the aspirants, the people contesting, the candidates themselves. Some people don't know them. So that's the reason I'm doing this video. One is to talk about what this lady came to talk about on social media concerning these candidates. Most of them were assumptions, because if they are facts, you need to put the time, the date. If a court judgment was given against this person, we need to have information like that. I particularly like to check things out. When you come on social media to discredit a particular person, you have to have facts, because we have just few days to the election, and you're coming out saying things like this about this candidate. It's not right. I want to say that I'm not the spokesperson for any of those candidates. Some of them, I don't even know them personally. But the truth must be told. The truth is the truth. There's nothing different from the truth. So instead of discrediting these candidates, it's better to state the facts before you come on social media to say anything. Be sure of what you're saying. Have dates, have the time. Give the case file number where this judgment was given against this person. And then that's a fact. Let's base our conclusion on facts and not assumptions. Do not mislead the electorate. A lot of people come out for different reasons. I am coming out as myself, representing Regina Olakunle TV. I have not been paid to do this. I am not into any party. I'm not a politician. I am saying this because a lot of people, some people, when you talk about a particular aspirant, they don't do their findings. They only conclude immediately. You are quick to convince them. That's why I'm doing this video. Um, I have a list of the names of the candidates for the governorship election in Lagos State. And the first person is Dixon Olaogun Hay. That's for Hay Party. Some of these parties are not really popular. Some people don't even know that they exist, but they do exist. And it's important for us to put out the names of the candidates so that you know who you're voting for, right? You know at least the name of the person you're voting for. You just don't conclude by voting for a party. You are supposed to vote for an individual, because it's the individual that will lead the state. It's not a party. A party is like a conjunction of people. It comprises a lot of people, but it's just one individual that's going to represent the party. So you want to vote for the individual, not the party. Because some people made a mistake the last election that was done, and some people never really had any problem with Banky W. They never had a problem with him. They really liked him. They wanted him to win. But because he was in a particular party, people were tired of the known parties already. So they just, ticked on a particular, name, like representing a particular party, even though they never knew the individual. So they didn't pay attention to details. That's why we're doing something like this. Nobody has paid me to do this. I'm only doing this to synthesize, like, the society, let them know what is going on, so that you don't put the wrong person in the name of voting for a party in a position they cannot handle. Am I making sense? Am I communicating? So go along with me. The first one is Dixon Olaogun. It's from Hay Party. Abdulrazak Balogun, Hay Party. Akeem Olayiwola is from AAC, representing AAC. Olufunsho Doati, ADC. Bamidele Ishola, ADP. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, APC. Olawale Oluwo, BP. Gbadebo Rhodes, Vivo, LP, Labour Party. Olanrewaju Jim Kamal, NNPP. Olajide Adediran, Jendol, PDP. Taufik Uthman, and I think this is SDP. Wasiu Ajayi, YPP. Adenikpe Bimode Adekunle, ZLP, ZLP. ABGA and PRP do not have candidates for the governorship election coming up on the 11th of March 2023 in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. These candidates that I have called up are going to be contesting for the governorship election in Lagos, Nigeria. Lagos is a state in Nigeria. Okay? I am doing this video because, like I said, I saw a particular video on social media where the lady was talking about the fact that what's his name now? Olajide Adediran Jendol of the PDP is has assaulted a lot of women. That's a very big accusation, a very big one at that. So I was wondering within me, like, how can somebody come up and accuse someone of this very big accusation few days to the election? Like, that's slander. You can't do that. You're slandering somebody's image. And I believe that you're educated, you're supposed to know better. Like, if you don't have facts, I listen to people. This is somebody, the lady in particular, I followed her for some time during the issue of Baba Jesha and Princess. So I happened to follow her at that time because of the case. But I was kind of surprised and a little disappointed because you don't accuse somebody based on assumptions. That's very wrong. To be sincere with you, today I'm doing this video because of some things that she stated in her video. Please, the electorate, don't be confused at this point. You want to put in mind the fact that you're going to vote the right person in. Think of the lives of your children. Think of your family. Think of yourself. Think of the people of Lagos State. Think of your household. Think of the masses before you cast your vote. Do not sell your vote. Do not make anybody confuse you. If you are saying that this guy has assaulted anybody, we need the date, we need the time. I personally need the case number where the person was convicted of that crime. If you don't have that, and you come on social media where millions of people are watching, and you accuse somebody of that kind of, that's ridiculous. Come on, you should know better. You don't do that. It's wrong. Few days to the election, and you're saying that you don't have any affiliation with any other party. You're beginning to create doubts in my mind, because you're somebody that I thought was an agitator for the betterment of the society. If you come out at this point, few days to the election, and accuse a governorship aspirant of assault on women, that's a big one. I am a woman. I have been assaulted before. I know what assault means. And I'm going to share this with you. I don't really share my story like that on social media. I tell you that when you say assault, I'm going to give an example. For instance, in the United States of America, when you say somebody, well, a case is like, well, working against a case of attempted rape. In America, it is very difficult to prove attempted rape. Do you know why? Because there's certain things that need to be proved in the court of law. The first one is the judge wants to know, was there any penetration? That's why the case of attempted rape is very difficult to prove in the US. Attempted rape is saying that the person attempted to commit a crime. It wasn't possible. There was an attempt. But in proving a case of rape in the United States of America, it is so difficult, very difficult, because penetration has to be proven. Was there any discharge? Was there any insertion? A lot of things have to be discussed. So most of the time, the culprits may get away with the case of like attempted rape, but they would call it assault. It could fall into like second-degree assault because the penetration could not be proven. Because when somebody attempts to rape you and the person couldn't penetrate, you don't have a case of rape. Except the deed itself was done. The rape itself, that's when it can be proven. So it makes the case very difficult. And I'm saying this from facts. You can verify what I am saying. Okay? You can verify. Okay? So it's difficult. So when you say somebody has assaulted a woman, do you have the name of the woman? Or when you say women, that's a couple of women. Women. Okay. Do you have the names? Do you have their names? Do you have the time? The location? If it was taken to court, what date did they sit on this case? Who was the judge that sat on the case? What was the judgment that was given? At what time? Please give dates. If really you are saying the truth and you want everybody to believe you. To God who made me, I do not know gender. I have never met him in my life. And I'm being sincere. Anybody that knows me knows that I speak the truth. No matter what the situation is, I'm going to speak the truth. I'm not a mouthpiece for any political party. But at this point in time, let's be cautious of accusations that were put out. It's not good. When you're not certain about something, if the incident happened to you, if you are the victim, please come out. Did you report the case in the police station? What was the outcome of the case? Let me tell you, it is not assault if a man approaches you and ask you out. That's not assault. It becomes an assault when there is unnecessary touching and you do not agree with it. When you disagree with any manner of touch, it could be physical, it could be sexual. It doesn't have to be sexual alone for someone to assault you. If someone beats you mercilessly, that's an assault. You understand? So we want to know where this incident took place. That's one. I want to say because I'm into acting or I'm into entertainment, it doesn't mean because the PDP deputy, or the governorship deputy, whatever they call them, what do they call them? You understand what I'm saying? Funke Akindele is not my friend. In fact, I don't agree with her on so many things. She's not my friend. She's not in my circle. Okay? So I'm not speaking about this because of Funke Akindele. Because a lot of people might misinterpret it and say, oh, they're in the same profession, they're in the same line, that's why she's saying this. No. Anybody that knows Funke can ask Funke. Do I have any relationship with her? No. Do we agree on certain things? Have we had issues before? Yes, we have. So she's not my friend. We don't agree. Our way of life is quite different from each other. But does that mean that I'm going to come and put out something that is not true or something that I cannot prove? I'm not saying that she may be like she's wrong, but I want you to state the fact. Where did it happen? So that these people will know. Don't just say that it's assaulted women. Oh, gender that is known for assault, that has assaulted women. I was kind of stunned. Like you're an agitator and you're talking like this. If somebody comes out and says certain things about you, you'll be stunned. Like, for real. We should stop things like this. It's not good for our democracy. It's not good. Don't slander anybody's name if you don't have facts. If you have facts, put it out there. Secondly, she talked about another candidate from Labour Party. What's his name now? Gbadebo Rodus Vivo. Did I pronounce your name well? I hope I did. But the truth of the matter, she mentioned that nobody knows him. What kind of social circle does he belong to? Before you vote in somebody, you don't want to vote in the person because the person belongs to a particular party. You know, I mentioned that earlier on. I agree with her on that. You don't want to vote somebody because the person belongs to Labour Party. You want to vote in the individual himself, not like the party, because it's the individual that is going to run the affairs of the states. But come on. She mentioned the fact that we don't know the social circle he belongs to. You don't know the school he went to. But all this are stated there. Like he went to school. He went to a university. It's stated there. Some of his classmates are there. But really, does it really have to belong to a particular social circle? I don't agree with you on that, my dear. That's wrong. Some people don't party. They don't belong to any social circle. I, for one, I'm not the outgoing type of person. That's my nature. Sometimes I could go to parties, maybe once in a year. If you see me in a party, the party, I don't know. Not because I don't appreciate the people who do the party. I do. I can send in my gifts. I can, I'm a very busy person. You understand? So I could send in my gift. It doesn't mean I don't like you. These days, I am changing. I have taken time to start attending people's, because if you do something, you expect people to come. Life is give and take. You understand? But if you tell me, because certain people does not belong to a social circle, a clique, what are you talking about? That is a no-no. My dear, you can't say that because they don't belong to, because they don't belong to a social circle. Is that what being a candidate should be like? They have to belong to a clique. My dear electorate, some candidates might belong to a clique. Good for them. Gbadebo does not have to belong to any clique. Gbadebo Rodo's Viva belongs to LP, Labour Party. He doesn't have to be a socialite for him to become the governor of Lagos State. We want a Nigeria where a child of a nobody can become somebody. As long as he is capable to run that office, we want a Nigeria where the poor can hold offices without godfatherism. We want a Nigeria where policies can be put in place and they can run the policies and the people, the electorate, the masses will be happy. We want a Nigeria where peace, unity, security is paramount. We want a Nigeria where people can go out to protest when they do not agree with the policies of a particular government and they won't be shot at. That is the Nigeria that we want. You mentioned in your utterances yesterday that, you took your son to a dental office and the office was not in good shape. You called on the governor of Lagos State to do the needful. That's Governor Jide Sanwo-Olu. You called on him to do the needful. And then you kept on going. And then you mentioned that, because his godfather has become the president to be, that maybe the next time will be better. Are you soliciting for the party? Because I don't get it. Because you speak forward, then you go backward, you swerve. You don't seem to, I don't understand. I don't understand. I am stunned. I do not understand what you're trying to prove. First of all, you are talking about the aspirant of a party like that, other parties trying to bring them down. Then you come talk about the governor of the sitting governor of the state. You brought out his flaws, and then you're advocating indirectly for votes so that you think that he might do better. No. That's not how to be a sincere advocate. What I'm doing is being sincere. My dear, it's being sincere. If you think that, and you did mention that your husband was in a particular party, good for you. You are not taking sides, but it didn't seem like that. What you were saying, it didn't seem like that. Don't confuse the electorate. At this point in time, we want the best. You were an agitator during the EndSARS. People lost their lives. A lot of people. Their blood shouldn't go in vain. We should work towards a better society because a lot of people are still in pain because of what happened in 2020. Are we quick to forget? Your vote is your power. Your vote is your power. You have a power. It is your vote. You got your PVC. Go out there and prove to the world that you can make a change. A change starts with you. Do not allow anybody come to manipulate you on social media. Social media happens to be for all. But a lot of people come on to say some things, they try to manipulate you. When other people speak, they don't want them to speak. So you know what? People will say, are you an advocate for Nigeria? My dear, Nigeria has treated me well. I am telling you, I am from Nigeria. It has treated me well. Even if I am not in the country 24/7, I visit Nigeria a lot. Nigeria is my home. Nigeria has treated me well. If you ask me, why am I advocating? Why am I so passionate about this country? I used to be most beautiful girl in Oyo State 2000. Nigeria treated me well. It was a platform for me. Maybe you don't know. A lot of people probably don't know a lot about me. But I tell you, I have been there. I have made policies. I have advocated for policies. I have worked for the children, like the growing child. I have spoken against, treating mothers badly. I have worked closely with the Oyo State government. And you never see me come here. And if you don't know, I used to be a producer with AIT. And I covered events. I covered this political events. And if you speak of Regina Olakunle in the presence of most PDP chieftains, they know me. In the presence of most PDP, APC, particularly I was close to APC government. But does that mean that when issues come up, because I know people there, I try to manipulate things? No. That shouldn't be. We should learn to speak the truth. Don't be afraid of the truth, because you never know when it will be your turn. You are quick to maneuver people, try to manipulate things because you are not involved. If it happens to you, how would you feel? We want a tolerant government. We are not saying that they should be tolerant to rubbish and nuisance. No. But we're saying that the people can protest without being shot at. That's why you have your PVC to speak for you this time around when you vote. A governor of the state is the sole head of that state in a democratic government. If issues like this happen and a lot of people hide behind stuff, I don't understand. So, my dear, if you're talking about, what does she know? She lives abroad, she doesn't know nothing. I know a lot. I just told you that I was a producer in AIT. I covered a lot of programs. In fact, I'll tell you this. When Governor Raji Fashola came here, I did the first interview for him. The first ever interview before he was sworn in. I did it. I represented AIT. AIT was the top media house at that time. If I'm lying, please be free to come to the comment section. I was the first person from AIT that interviewed Governor Raji Fashola. And I was sent there. I had gone there because I booked the appointment through Chief Henry Ajamale. Do you get it? You see the names I'm mentioning, they are alive. They are not dead. Governor Raji Fashola is alive. Chief Henry Ajamale is alive. Okay? I did the interview for, and I've got a lot of interviews for who is whose. I'm telling you. But will I come because of that and maneuver things? No. When something is not right, it is not right. There's nothing to maneuver in it. Nothing. Because today is somebody else. Tomorrow, it might be you. Let's think about other people's children that lost their lives. Let's think about a better Nigeria. When you cast your vote on the 11th of March, have that behind your head. Keep that in mind. We want a better Nigeria where a nobody's child can become somebody. As long as the person is educated enough to do their job. There's nothing like where's the social cycle you belong to? What's that? You're talking of a better Nigeria and you're asking for what social cycle does it belong to? You are saying Gbadebo Rode's Vivo is not known. Do you have to be a celebrity to become governor? Who knew Sanwo-Olu before he became governor? Who knew Sanwo-Olu before he became governor? Nobody knew Sanwo-Olu before he became governor. Who knew the vice president, Oshibajo? Was he popular? Was he popular in the political terrain before he became vice president? No, he wasn't popular. But I want to tell you that Yemi Oshibajo has done a very great job so far. If he was allowed to do his job, he would have done a very great job. I'm speaking to you, I don't know Yemi Oshibajo. One-on-one, I don't know him. Because I wasn't in AIT at that time when they came in. I'd left. If I'd been in AIT, I would have known him. Because I met Muhammadu Buhari when he was trying to be president. We would go for different interviews with my boss at that time, Mr. Chris Ebuese, who was the general manager, TV, AIT, Alagbado, at that time. We would go and see Buhari. He had not become the president. And I want to tell you, he never gave us anything. We were just passionate about the job. These people are alive, okay? And I never for once, I didn't go back there and say, oh, Oga, have you forgotten or try to lobby my way to say, oh, have you forgotten we gave you an interview, or go to Chris Ebuese and say, we have to get our own. Oh, the man is not president. No, you do your job passionately and heaven will reward you for whatever you do. Please do not confuse the masses. They don't have to belong to any social circle. They don't have to be popular. They don't have to be rich to become governor. As long as they are educated, they can do their job, they can implement policies the right way, they are fine. Please, let us be guided in what will come out on social media to talk about. Let us be guided. Let us be guided. Please, you're going out to vote on 11th of March. My darling, the people of the Republic of Nigeria, you are not going out to vote for the party. Don't forget, you're going out to go vote for the individual based on what they have done, based on how they have been able to prove themselves. Accusations that are not facts should not be allowed. Do not allow anybody's accusation to deter you from voting if the person is the right candidate. Okay? Do not allow religion to stop you from voting the right person. Do not allow tribalism to divide us. Do not allow money either to divide us. We are one people. We have the same blood in our veins. We want a better society where we can do our businesses freely, without fear. We want a fair society where the masses, the poor man's son can become somebody. The last election produced an honorable that I guess they said he was an Okada rider. And he won. That's the kind of society that we want. A kind of society that a poor man can become something. Poor people are human beings. They are not animals. And they don't have to belong to any social circle. They don't have to belong to a clique. They don't have to. They don't have to belong to a popular party. No. As long as they are good, they can rule the nation, they can create policies, they can implement right policies. A Nigeria that we want is a Nigeria where our fundamental human right is not swept under the carpet. We want a Nigeria where Igbos, Yorubas, and Hausas can live together in peace. We want a Nigeria where there's no prejudice. We want a Nigeria where people can come together. We can work together and lift our hands together and say we have built our country. We have resources. We have a lot of resources. God has blessed that country. God has blessed that country. We want a country that the blessing, the resources can be made, where they can make good use of those resources and not to use that resources against the masses. That's a Nigeria that we want. That's a Nigeria that I am calling for. Am I a politician? Don't forget I am not. I've never run for any office. No, I have not. Okay? Have I made, policies? Yes. Have I implemented policies that has affected the lives of the people positively? Yes, I have. Have I worked in the private sector? Yes, I have. Am I partisan? Am I into partisan politics? No. I have never been a politician because I speak my mind. Most people don't like people who are blunt. They like you to, be, hide under lies and not speak the truth. So it's difficult for people like us to become a politician because I will speak my mind no matter what. Anybody that knows me will say I'm a stubborn person, but it's not stubborn. It's just being principled. I go my principle in life. Has that made me super rich? My dear, let me tell you, it's only God that makes riches and added no sorrow. My dear, it's only God. All these people in this party, I know them. Are you talking about Honorable Dele Alake? I know him very well. It was at TVC, and in fact, I must tell you, I was working with AIT at that time, and I wanted to do an interview with Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu at that time, and I went to Dele Alake at TVC. Then the station had just opened, and when he saw the caliber of people I had interviewed, he was like, okay, you know what? I will double your salary, what you earn at AIT. Come to TVC. And you know what I said on that day? I'm like, I love AIT so much. Thank you for the offer, but I rejected it. That's the kind of person I am. And Dele Alake is alive. Okay? Mr. Dele Alake is alive. May God give him sound health and continue to allow him grow. He's alive. So the names that I'm mentioning, they're popular names. So you can verify what I'm talking about. I'm not blabbing. I am saying the truth. So you know. So if you want to respond to me, I am somebody that's tested the grounds. Don't look at the face. Don't look at, because some people think when you are beautiful, you don't have something of it. I am not. I am intelligent. Okay? And don't look at, because you're a young woman. We are not in the same set. Don't look at the young face. Hey, day for hair. I beg. Anybody that knows me, they can say. Okay? That really knows me. But we're not talking about that now. So if you want to respond to me, do your findings very well. Okay? I don't do anything because of material things. No, I don't. Because I was born with silver spoon. God has blessed my family. And I will not say because of that I won't walk. Because prayer without work is nothing. My dear, I walk. I pray to God. I don't have everything, but I'm contented. Contentment is key, my dear. So don't come and say, oh, maybe they bought her. They didn't buy me. I didn't solicit for any party. I've spoken since. I never solicited for any party. I didn't say, this is my candidate. I don't have any candidate. To be sincere with you, I don't have any candidate. I am only speaking so that some people will not be discredited because of some assumptions. It's not fair. Let's be fair in our dealings with people. Let's be fair. Let's be very fair in our dealings with people. It's important. Don't put out an accusation that you don't have facts to back up. You don't have dates. You don't have time. You don't have court judgments. And you come out and say something as big as that. I love him, Japanese, because, it's strange. And you are somebody that, during the entrance thing, I have come to love you. So you really, you really kind of stunned me when you were talking. I was wondering, is this not the same lady? Wow, people do change. Or I would say that maybe you didn't know it was wrong. But please, be mindful of what will come out to say. Don't discredit anybody when you are not sure. If you're sure, you got names, you got time, you get, judgment, the case number, put it out. Let people go check. And then they can make their own decision, right? You talked about Baba Jesha. Baba Jesha's case is different from his own because Baba Jesha has been tried, found guilty, right? So his case is different from somebody that's not been tried because you didn't put out any time that the guy was tried. No, you didn't do that. You didn't put out the case number. You didn't put out the verdict that came out from the case. You just came out and said something like, no, don't do that. That's not nice. That's not fair. Let's be fair to everybody. Has the guy assaulted you before? Did you report it at the station? Do you have the case number? You said women. That's not one person. That's a lot of women. Where are these women? Can they come out? Please, people should be free to speak. At least I'm not, this is not in an interview, a live interview from a station or a TV station or anything. So anybody can, be free to come out with facts. And I want to say again, I don't know any of these people. Let's be guided. I pray that the election will go smoothly and the right person will be placed there. As you go to vote on the 11th of March, remember your children. Remember that it might not be you today, it could be you tomorrow. We should be guided. Somebody that must lead a big state like that, or any state whatsoever, must be a patient person, must be a passionate person who has the interests of the masses at heart. Not anybody with selfish interest. That's not the candidate that we want. We want God to lead us, but we have to do our work for God to lead us. I never knew I was going to be this long with this video. You know what? I am glad I did it. It just troubled my mind. Like, I just had to speak. It just troubled my mind when I saw that video. Because somebody does not belong to one social circle, because somebody is not popular, who knows him, who is his parents, or if the parents are popular, which schools did he go to? Of course, we have to know the school, and they have put it out. His school is not hidden. You have made to your, research. Investigate. Don't just come and say something that you're not sure. If somebody comes out to say something about you that's not true, or that is not factual, how would you feel? Well, I must tell you, a lot of men actually like women. Does that make them a criminal? No. If somebody approaches you for a relationship and you are not interested, my dear, tell the person I'm not interested. Don't go to the person's house. Don't meet the person in a secret place and come back and say, oh, somebody assaulted me. Don't do that. You are an accomplice. When you allow yourself to be in a position where you're not supposed to be, somebody can ask you out. It's not a crime to ask a woman out. It becomes a crime when the person says no, and you now decide to force yourself on the person. That's a no-no. But women, mind where you go. Women, mind the way you dress. Women, be cautious too. Am I a woman? Yes. Have I been assaulted before? Yes. And the assault took place in a workplace. I didn't go to somebody's house. In the workplace. And did the person get punished for it? He was jailed for 5 years. Was I raped? No, I wasn't raped. I was assaulted. And I took it upon myself to go ahead, proved it, made sure the person was brought to book. That is me. That is the kind of person that I am. You won't go scot-free. You get it? But does that mean that A man will invite me now and I'll go there. You go to somebody's house or you are outside, the person is tying a towel around his waist. He calls you and he must have been making passes at you before, and you are so stupid enough to walk into the person's house and you say you are assaulted. You are an accomplice. Let's be guided. Does that give the man the right to assault you? No. But did you put yourself in that position? Yes, you did. Let's be guided. Let's be guided. Okay? Let's be guided in what we say. The accusations that we put out. May God bless the Republic of Nigeria. May God bless the United States of America. May God bless everybody around the world. And come 11th of March 2023, may the best candidates win. The best of the best, may they win. And let there be peace in this election. Please don't go out and fight anybody. It's not worth it. Do not kill. Do not maim. Do not injure anyone. It is not worth it. That's not what elections are for. Please, let's be guided. Let's do the right thing so that there can be peace in our country. We can walk around and having the assurance that it is well with our souls, that we can do business freely and everything will be fine. If you want to communicate with me, you have comments, you have suggestions, don't forget you can go and write your comments under this, there's a comment section. You can chat me up. I didn't get paid for this. This is not a paid advertisement. I'm only doing my job so that, my conscience can be clear that I did my job to, sensitize the community, try to say some sense and not assumptions. So there are loads and loads of people that you can vote for. In the House of Assembly, I don't have all their names because there are loads of people. But don't sell your votes. Your vote is your power. Remain blessed. God bless you. God bless you. God keep you. Okay? As you go for the election. And may the best candidate win once more. My name is still Regina Olakunle. And you're watching me from Regina Olakunle TV. Don't forget to subscribe. While you're subscribing, please watch the programs. Watch the programs. I need you to watch the programs. Please, please, please. I need you to watch the programs. Let me know what's your comments and suggestions. The comments and suggestions that you have. I love you. Bye. Bye-bye.